Hello YouTube, this is the President Michael back with another Mail Day video. Okay, let's get right to it. Some, one TTM, some purchases, and a couple purchases disappointments. Okay, first one, I bought Beyond the White House by Jimmy Carter. It was supposed to be listed as being signed. It's not, there's no signature in here. I only paid like $3.98, and I complained to the seller. I can't complain too much. They refunded my money and they let me keep the book. But still, I would have preferred it would have been signed. Now the next one, if this would have been signed by who it might have been, it would have been the ultimate success. I bought this book that might have been signed by Theodore Roosevelt, the Theodore Roosevelt. It was a very small chance. I didn't really think it would be. But I decided I'm going to buy it. With shipping, it was only about $6. And even if it's not signed by him, it's almost 100 years old. It's about him. And I love books about politics, so either way, I won either way. Well, it wasn't really signed by him. But this is a former library book. And where it might have been signed, the inside of the cover here, I really don't think that's real. It's some copy of some letter that he wrote to the author. Looks like it was pasted in there. Now maybe it was part of a book cover. I'm not sure they had book covers on books this old. This book was published in 1916. So maybe it's part of a long ago book cover. I'm not sure. But I saw a copy of it before I got it, and I didn't think it was real, but I thought I'm going to take the chance either way. It would be an interesting book to read, and it is. I've looked at it, and I'm definitely going to read this. It has a lot of great pictures of Theodore Roosevelt. Let me show you. Here's another early one of him. And it's Theodore Roosevelt, The Logic of His Career by Charles G. Washburn. And he was a friend of Roosevelt. And he was a former congressman. And I'm pretty happy with this book, actually. Even though it's not autographed, because I'm a history buff. I'll show you here. Let me show you the copyright. Oh, you can probably see it's good enough right here. So either way, for something for a book that's about 100 years old, it's worth it. So I'm pretty happy. Here's some other purchases that I got. Let's see. Oh shoot! I'm not gonna be able. Okay. All right. Am I gonna be able? Let's see. Okay. First one. It's a letter signed by a congressman by the name of Paul Schneck from the 3rd District of Ohio from 1964. So it cost me $1.50. Most of the time these are more expensive. And it's just some general content congratulating this gentleman that wrote to him. Now here's a real good one. I'll put this down. Now this one is signed by K.S. Twitchell. He was well known for being a miner. He wrote some books too, and mainly had to do with digging for oil and stuff. Well, pretty historical letter, I think. It's dated January 27, 1949. His name was K.S. Twitchell. Now I'm going to read to you this letter. It's actually very interesting. This guy wrote to him asking him some questions about the Middle East and the politics. Alright. Okay. Please pardon my delay in answering your letter dated December 23rd. I note that you are a senior at Yale and began work on a thesis concerning American interests and Arabia. I do not know the book entitled The Mediterranean by William Weitzel. I think Mr. Weitzel is correct from his point of view and due to his contacts with the Egyptians who claim to be the leaders of the Arab world. But I think my statement is still correct, that Ibn Saud is the greatest influence in the whole Muslim world. The late defeats of the Egyptians by the Jews in Palestine undoubtedly has been a blow to the prestige of Egypt, and it is quite significant that the British have indicated that they might go to their assistance. This has furthered an aggressive impression by the Jewish army from the Big Egypt. You ask, do I consider Ibn Saud and Saudi Arabia to provide leadership of Arabian states in the Middle East? No, I do not. They are taking care of their own country, and Ibn Saud knows the characters of the other Arabian states so well that I do not believe he will assume an active leadership, but I do believe that his influence is the greatest of any one man of the Arab world. This has been evidenced, I think, by the visits paid by him by the Premier of Lebanon, Azim Pasha, and King Farouk of Egypt when he went to Yanbu. The strategic value of Saudi Arabia is much more than the average American realizes. It is the heart and greatest source of oil in the Middle East. In this, I mean its present proven reserves and the possibilities and even probability of very much greater provable reserves. The new oil field at Indar and the wildcats near Gibran are indications of this. As our military people all agree that the American type of defense is offensive, therefore, if we should have war with Russia, the fuel for planes and military equipment is vital. In the Middle East, especially Saudi Arabia and Kuwait, are the greatest sources of the fueling of all military equipment. No war can be waged, such as World War II, while drawing on the Near East unless we go to the previous, now impossible extent of tankering oil from North and South America, which would be a tremendous handicap in case of war with Russia. I might suggest that you contact the Orchard Isles of the Oil Forum for information views. Also, Dr. Philip Hitty, Professor of Oriental Languages, Princeton University. I wish you all the best in your thesis and shall be glad to hear about it when it is complete. Kind regards, yours sincerely, K.S. Twiddle. Here's the letter. It's 2 pages. There's the date, right? Now here's his letterhead. There's the date. And here is the autograph. I'm very happy with this purchase. And this only cost me $1.50. Very historical. And everything he said was pretty much right about what was important. Okay, now this is signed. It was supposed to be, if I remember correctly, I didn't look up exactly which ones I bought. I bought these a little bit ago, and I didn't. I'm not fully prepared. But this is supposed to be. Okay, here it is. Okay, I got it. David H.C. Reed, minister, Mazzanato Presbyterian Church, New York, since 1956. Okay, preacher, National Public Pulpit, NBC. Author, Evangelism, Who Needs It, 1977. One Minister's Faith, 1977. So this is David Reed. Religious figures are much more difficult to get. A lot of them just don't want to sign. I think the only group that's more harder to get an autograph from is royalty. Pretty much, if you want an autograph of royalty, it doesn't matter which country, you either have to be friends with them or friends with someone who's friends with them. Basically, you have to be an important person. And this one is, I hope I wrote it down. William, I think it was Nemiroff. I bet that you thought I had forgotten all about your request for a cartoon. Well, I actually wanted all this time to pick one out as my favorite subject. I think it was a cartoonist. I wrote this little note, I gotta check. I didn't write this down. But these were all $1.50. One was $1.25. Here's the envelope that came with it. Alright, one more from that group I bought. This is a letter from a gentleman who was with the Admiralty Whitehall. I think that's the British Navy. It was in request that someone wrote to. Here, I'll let you read the letter. It's not of the actual celebrity. It's like, and it's an assistant to that person. There's only like $1, and it's from 1920. I thought I'm going to get it. It's pretty interesting. Dear sir, I'm desired by Mr. Long to forward you his autograph. Yours faithfully. It looks like F. Sitzer. Here's the top. See the date. There's the letter. That's with the signature. Alright. Okay, let's see how much time we did. Oh, 11 and a half. So I'll show some blasts from the past. Here's, I hope I didn't show this one, I don't think so. Natalia Novalich. Let's see, I best know her from when she was in Star Trek. Here's John Leguizamo. He's been in a whole bunch of movies. Alright, here's Robert Fuller. Now, these are all blasts from the past. And here's Laurie Holden. Fortunately, she didn't send a Walking Dead photo. Pretty photo nonetheless. I showed this to you before. This is signed by Michael Reagan and Jackie Cushman, Newt Gingrich's daughter, and Ronald Reagan's son. I got that in person at a Gingrich event. Here's the Barefoot Contessa. She's on the cooking channel, food channel. And she sent a book plate signed. Oh, here's a great photo. One of my favorites. This is Jeremy Ambler. I know a lot of people's got his autograph. He does one of the zombies in The Walking Dead. Look at that. Look at this photo. Wait a minute. Yeah, isn't that cool? Yeah, look at that handsome face. And he wrote me a really nice letter. Now, I'm not sure if this is real. It might be one of those studio fan mail photos, even though it didn't come in the kind of envelope. I've heard some people getting this a real autograph from her. This is Elizabeth Rom. Sometimes with the gold pen or gold marker, it's a little hard to tell. Here's a 8x10 signed by Shirley Jones. Oh yeah, this is a great photo. This is signed by Ed Buckby. He's worked at NASA and he different stuff like that. Here is a signed photo he sent me that he had taken with Werner von Braun. That's cool. Here is a photo signed by Ken Collins. He was one of those, he tested a lot of the different airplanes. That's a nice photo. I like this one. And of course, he wrote a letter. Here's a nice photo, even though it's preprint. But I'm pretty sure it's preprint from John. What was it, Lasseter? Still a nice photo. You know, I actually haven't seen that car movie yet. Here's an autograph letter from Keith. What was it? Keith Pollard. From a right comic book artist. Okay, I'm gonna quit soon. I think it's better when I do the videos that are shorter. Here is another Walking Dead success. I know a lot of people like this one, and a lot have gotten her already too. This is Sonia Thompson. She does a another zombie, and unfortunately, she didn't send a zombie photo. I gotta see about getting a zombie photo signed by her. And she wrote a letter. It's on right there. Here's an 8x10 signed by Mitzi McCall. Right? Here's I think it's probably 5x7 signed by Kate Von D. That's where it's signed right there. I think this is pre-printed, but this is Lisa Rennie. Still a nice photo. And here's a book plate signed by Dick Morris. You know, he's well known in politics. You see him in Fox News a lot. He's worked for Bill Clinton. He mainly works for Republicans now. He used to be a Democrat. Right, here's another actress, Melinda Mullins. Right there. And that's where it's signed. And let's see, and she wrote a little note here in the back. Oh, here's a great photo. Signed by Paul Cummy, actor. When he was on Star Trek. This is a great one he has taken with him and Spock. Oh, here's an old letter I bought. Signed by an editorial cartoonist by name of Edmund. Oh, we're almost at 19, so I'll quit soon. Edmund Valtman. And it was with the Hartford Times from September 6, 1967. Here's the date. And there's where it's signed. Okay. Couple more. I'm going to quit. Here's a photo signed by George R.R. Martin, author of Game of Thrones. That's where it's signed. And he signed 2 of my book plates. One here, and there's one behind it. And then he sent one of his real nice ones. Let's see. I think I'll quit for now. Yep, I'm going to quit for now. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about those blasts from the past, or... Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Forgot something. I skipped over this, and I should have showed this before the blast from the past. A couple other quick purchases. Where are you? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Here, one more purchase is a prayer card signed by Frank Pastore. He recently passed away. And here's the TTM, which I forgot to show. Don't want to forget this. It's an astronaut success, and I actually have a pretty good success with astronauts. Alright. Here. This is Janet Cavandy. Here she is. And the signature's right there. And she sent, or she signed, this down. She signed 2 index cards. Here's the first one. And here's the next one. And and I got the frame in one more thing. Ooh, 21 minutes. Look at this. Scott Bakula. I hope that's how you pronounce the name. You know, he was Captain Jonathan Archer in Star Trek Enterprise. He was also well known for being in Quantum Leap. And he's done a couple great movies too. It's one of my favorite photos signed. Isn't that nice? Now remember, if you frame photos like this, if you're going to put it where it's not matted, where it's kept away from the glass, put in a sheet protector. You're going to have to cut the sheet protector so it's just big enough to cover the photo, front and back. Front protects it from the glass so it don't stick, and it will eventually. It might take years, it might be sooner. It will stick to the glass the majority of the time. And the back, because a lot of frames, especially if you buy them from like the dollar store, they're not going to have acid-free backing. It will discolor the photo, and this will keep it protected. If you can't afford, frames that are matted, they're usually more expensive. Then this is what you want to do. Use the sheet protectors, and you know what? It doesn't even look like it's in a sheet protector. Okay. It's a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I showed too many blasts from the past. I gotta limit it 5 or 10 next time from now on. I don't think you really want such a huge, gigantic video. Okay, anyways, this is the President Michael. If you have any questions, just post them below. Any comments about the video, just put it down there. If you like the video, please press the like button. If you haven't subbed to my channel yet, please sub. If you know anyone that would like to sub to it, that's interested in these kinds of autographs, please suggest it, and I should be posting another video soon. I did a couple small purchases. I'm not going to say what it is until I got them in, but I know you're going to like them. Alright, again, it's President Michael, and I'll be talking to you again soon. Oh, and the newest stuff, not the blast from the past, those are everything I got in since I last posted. Okay, well, I'll be talking to you again soon. I hope you have a nice day, or night, or morning, whenever you watch this. See ya. Bye.